Hey guys, welcome to another episode of my channel. So today we are going to talk about ControlNet in ComfyUI. Well, ControlNet it's basically another way for you to take better control over how a result is going to look like. And there are many different types of ControlNet. Personally, I am using Kenny and Depth. Other types have no importance for this episode. We are going to discuss postures and other ControlNet types in another episodes. In order to follow, click on Manager, go to Model Manager first, select type ControlNet and base SDXL, because in here we are using SDXL model. And I'm going to show you what I have downloaded. Let me show you. I have this one, ControlNet Depth Zone model for SDXL, and I have one more, and ControlNet SDXL Kenny model. And when you have that downloaded, go to Custom Nodes Manager, and in here search for ControlNet. We need nodes from this package, ComfyUI ControlNet AUX. So install that. And first, what I'm going to do, I'm going to import some image. So I'm going to take image loader, load image, and okay, I'm going to take this image. Completely doesn't matter. What we have to do first, we have to create ControlNet images. So ControlNet processor cannot use this kind of image. We have to adapt it. And how we are going to do that? We are going to take that image and we are going to use it as input for AIO AUX preprocessor. Okay, and in here I'm going to select preprocessor that I'm going to use. So what I'm going to create first, Kenny H, and the resolution it's going to be closest to this number, 752, and I'm going to provide that to preview. Alright, I'm going to execute this process, and this is what we got. So basically we got bordering lines with Kenny. This is what ControlNet processor is going to use to create another image. So we are creating template for another image byte. And I'm going to save this image, alright. And I'm going to have one more ControlNet in order to show you how to change ControlNet, because you could have as many as you want. And I'm going to use depth. Okay, depth anything. This is going to be fine. I'm going to run it. Okay, this is what I got. And I'm going to save this too. So don't forget, in order to create ControlNet, you need some input image. You need to know the AIO AUX preprocessor and then output preview. So I'm just going to bypass these three nodes. We don't need them anymore. And in here we are going to create workflow where we are going to use these ControlNets. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to load checkpoint. I'm going to use the Dream Shaper SDXL model. We are going to set layer to -2 because that is what this model needs. Then we are going to provide prompts. I'm going to have one more for negative side. And now this is important part. I'm going to use another node that we just installed, so that is apply ControlNet. With apply ControlNet we are going to include our ControlNet in this workflow. And what we have to do, we have to provide prompts. Then with ControlNet I need to load ControlNet model. Yeah, it's in here. Okay, and what we are going to process first, let's go with Kenny. I'm going to move this aside. And in here we have to provide image with load image. I'm going to load that image that we just created. This is with Kenny. And I'm going to copy both ControlNet and these two nodes. Alright. But in here we are not going to use Kenny, we are going to use depth Zoe, and I'm going to select that other ControlNet image. Alright. We are going to chain these two ControlNets like this. And finally, case sampler from our checkpoint loader, so case sampler. In here I'm going to provide prompts, but now I have to use the same resolution. It's 1289 with empty latent image. Okay, empty latent image. So resolution it's 1289 for width and 768 for height. Let me check what else we need. This part is fine, and now I'm going to decode this. And for decoder, of course, we need this element VAE. I'm going to reroute this directly into decoder, and of course image for preview. And I'm going to create multiple solutions. So what I'm going to put in this prompt, something like Monster Warrior Mage, and in here, or pick some prompt from ChatGPT. It's definitely going to work better, but for now I think that this is just fine. Now allow me to explain this. What is strength? Strength is another crazy number in Stable Diffusion. Basically, the higher this number is, a stronger effect is going to have this ControlNet, but that is not always the case. Sometimes you are going to get some crazy result. So try not to play with numbers much higher than 1. In between 0.5 and 1.2, that is a range of reasonable numbers. Same for any ControlNet in your chain. You could have only one ControlNet if you like. I showed you how to use two, and this is fine. Everything else is fine. I'm just going to use 30 steps in here because Dream Shaper works better with 30 steps, and in here 2M SDE GPU, and in here Keras. You are going to find these settings in your model documentation, so make sure that you're going to check that. Alright, now let's see what we are going to get. Alright, let's see what we got. Let me see this. Honestly, I didn't expect any of this, but ControlNet actually did a thing. So I got exactly what I've set in my clips. So now I'm just going to pick up some better prompt from ChatGPT in order to get better result. Okay. Okay, I would like this one. So this Protoss inspired or epic battle scene, doesn't matter. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to paste it in here. And let's see, negative prompt. No, I don't care for it. Alright, now we should see much better result. But even without better prompts, you see that our picture follows the rules with ControlNet. So we got exactly what we set in here. But now what I want to do, I want to get some much better looking picture. And for that we need prompt better formed. So now I'm going to run this workflow once again. Alright, let's see what we have now. Much better. It looks definitely much better. Let me check it. The next one. Yeah. But you see that in every case we are following the rules set with ControlNet. So from this point on you are free to start playing around with those parameters in order to get exactly what you like. So guys, thank you all for watching. I hope that you learned something new and interesting. Please like, subscribe and see ya!